Hey friends! If you're looking for a fun and different way to teach your students, this video is made just for you. In this video, you'll get acquainted with a unique educational project. Creating vocabulary games in PowerPoint. From designing to automatically running games like Crossword, Hangman, and word suggestion, all within an intelligent system. If you also want to teach vocabulary to students using purposeful games and make learning fun and exciting, join me. We've talked about tools you can use to design fun classroom games. It's time for the next important step. Now, we will explain the different parts with multiple examples. Name. Enter a unique name for the game. At least one game must be defined to generate PowerPoint. Shape. Determines the shape of game boxes, rectangle, circle, cloud. I choose the rectangle shape for all the games. You can choose a circle or a cloud. Setting. Select settings. A game cannot be created without one. The settings have already been entered in the settings section. If you don't have any settings, you can enter one from the settings section. Reward. Assign a reward. A game cannot be created without one defined in the rewards section. The rewards are entered in the rewards section. If you haven't defined a reward yet, go to the rewards section and set a reward for the student. Time. Enable and set a timer if desired. If the yes option is selected for the game, the time, in seconds, must be entered. This time will be displayed to the user during the game. If not, select the no option. Score. Points added for each correct word. If the score is equal to or greater than the minimum score you have defined in the rewards section, the reward slide will be displayed. Otherwise, this slide will not be generated. Game. Here, we have several types of games. We choose one of them to play. Easy crossword. Medium crossword. Hard crossword. Hangman. Word guess spin. Word guess circle. Type. Text picture. If you only want to enter words, select the text type. If you want to have an image hint file for each word, select the text picture type. Number. This is the number of words you want to include in each game. In the three types Hangman and Word Guess, the number is set to 1. Text. In this section, you can enter the desired word. Please note that each word can be a maximum of 9 characters and do not use spaces to separate words. Image. If you have selected the picture type, click the image button to choose a hint image for the word. Comment. In this section, you can enter a short description for the word. This section is optional, but it is recommended that if you write a description for one word in the game, you also provide descriptions for all words in that game. Otherwise, when the word is displayed in the program, the description section will be empty, which makes the display less engaging. Here, I have designed 12 games in advance, which we will use to explain the game section. I have tried to use similar data in the games. I use these words in all the games. Apple. Chair. Pencil. Butter. Rabbit. Crossword. In this game, there is a 10 by 10 grid of letters and a list of words that need to be found within the grid. The player can form a word by selecting consecutive letters horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. The first game, Easy Crossword, is a text-based game for which I have chosen 5 words and provided explanations for each one. By clicking on each number, the explanation for that word will be displayed at the top. Above the words, you can see an arrow indicating direction in this game. It goes from left to right and from top to bottom. This shows that the student should only follow these 2 directions in the grid to find the words. I click on the first word, its explanation appears, and I search for the word in the grid. When each word is found, it appears in the box beside the screen, and once each word is completed, points are awarded. In this game, a timer is designed for each word. When you click on the word box, the timer starts from the beginning. Therefore, in games where you don't use explanations or images, you should set a time that's suitable for the whole game. But in games where you click on the box to show explanations or images, the timer restarts for each new word. You might wonder why we need to click on the word box to display the explanation and image. The reason is that the student might be able to guess the word without any hints. In that case, you can give the student a little time to find the word. If they can't, you can then click on the box to reveal the hint for the word. The second game is of the same type, but for each word, there is also a hint image. I have used the image of the word here, but you can use a reference image instead. For example, instead of a picture of a rabbit, you can use a picture of a carrot, which is the rabbit's food, and explain to the students that in the image they are seeing the animal's food. The third game is medium level and of the text type, with only the directions being different. At the top of the words you can see arrows indicating direction in this game. They move from left to right, from top to bottom, and along a diagonal path that goes from left to right. The fourth game is also medium level and of the text picture type. By clicking on each number, the explanation is shown at the top, and the hint image appears below. The fifth and sixth games are similar to the previous ones. In the fifth game, the text type only displays the word and its explanation if an explanation has been entered. In the sixth game, in addition to the text, a hint image is also displayed at the bottom of the screen. However, this time the word directions include all possibilities. From top to bottom, bottom to top, left to right, right to left, and diagonally in all directions. Since in this game the student must search for words in every direction, it requires more attention and focus than the other games. Of course, all the words are arranged in the grid automatically by the algorithm. In the Hangman game, a hidden word is selected, and a keyboard containing all the letters of the alphabet is displayed at the bottom of the screen. The player tries to guess the hidden word by selecting letters. If the chosen letter exists in the word, it appears in its correct position. However, if the letter is not in the word, a part of the hangman figure is drawn. The game continues until the player either guesses the word or the hangman figure is completed. If the hangman figure is completed, the game ends in a loss. Otherwise, the player correctly guesses the word and proceeds to the reward slide. The eighth game is the same hangman game, but this time a picture has been added as a hint. In the word guess game, the goal is to guess the hidden word. This game is similar to Hangman, but with a few small differences. In this game, several letters are displayed on the screen, and the player must select the correct letters in order and consecutively to form the main word. The game has two types, which differ in how the letters are displayed: spin and circle. The 9th and 10th games are both spin games, where the letters of the word, along with two extra letters, are arranged in a spinning shape on the right side. The 9th game is text-based, and if an explanation has been entered for the word, it will be displayed here. In the 10th game, however, an image is used as a hint. In this game, the letters of each word must be selected consecutively. The 11th and 12th games have the letters of each word, along with two extra letters, arranged in a circular pattern around a circle. The 11th game is text-based, and if an explanation has been entered for the word, it will be displayed here. In the 12th game, however, an image is used as a hint. In this game, the letters of each word must be selected consecutively. Now, I will delete the games I previously designed and use the first game to demonstrate how to enter the information. I choose the name Game 1. I select Main Settings as the settings. I choose Reward 1 as the reward. I set the timer to yes and consider 30 seconds. I set the score to 2 points. I select Easy Crossword as the game. I select Text Picture as the type. I set the number to 5. I insert the word apple into the box. I choose a picture for the apple. I choose this text as the explanation for the word. A round fruit that is usually red, green, or yellow and is sweet to eat. Add. I insert the word chair into the box. I choose a picture for the chair. A piece of furniture that you sit on, often found at a table. I insert the word pencil. I choose a picture for the pencil. A tool used to write or draw, often made of wood with a tip of graphite. I insert the word butter. I choose a picture for the butter. A soft, yellow food made from milk, often spread on bread. Add. I insert the word rabbit. I choose a picture for the rabbit. A small animal with long ears that likes to hop and eat vegetables. After entering each word, the Add button must be clicked. After entering 5 words, the Save button appears. By clicking it, the information is entered into the table. If this button is not clicked, the game will not be added to the table. To edit any row of the game, simply click on that row. After making changes, click the Edit button. To delete any row of the game, click on that row and then click the Delete button at the top. I find it necessary to explain each button separately. Reset game. Clears all input fields. Recovery game. If you've previously saved games in the backup table, this option allows you to restore them. Clear game. This option deletes all games stored in the games table. Before deletion, you will be asked whether you want to save the games to the backup table. If you confirm, the games will be backed up before deletion and can be restored using the recovery option. Note, deleting games will also delete all PowerPoints created using those games. Delete game. Select a row from the games table to choose a game. Press this button to delete the selected game. Note, deleting a game will also delete any PowerPoints created using that game. Edit game. Select a row from the games table. Make any necessary changes to the data, then click this button to save the changes. In this section, if we need to change any of the rows in the table above, we must use the Edit Row option. After completing the changes, click Edit Game. If you do not click Edit Game, the changes will not be saved. If the number of defined games is large and you need to search among them, simply use the search box to look for the type or name of the game, then click the search button. You will see that the search results are displayed for you. After finishing the work, we go to the PowerPoint settings section. Here, I select Public. I use a box to select students and a spinner to select the game, and I choose all the games from 1 to 12. In the description section, I just write, "Click me." Then I press the Save button. We exit Excel and go to the PowerPoint. We double-click on eduwordmaster.pptm file. And see that there are no slides here. Then we double-click in Crossword.pam file. And you'll notice that the Add-ins menu appears in the top ribbon. From the Add-ins menu, click Crossword. If this method for opening the add-in file doesn't work for you, I've explained another method in the settings tutorial video, which you can watch. The video link is available in the description. In the settings, we selected public mode. You'll see that 2 slides are created. The first slide contains the students' names, based on the information entered in the student form. On the side panel, you'll see the comments or descriptions that were entered. You can close them by clicking on them. You can either click Next to skip this step or select one of the boxes. We click on the box, wait until the student's name appears. When you click on a student's name, you'll see it displayed at the top of each slide. By clicking Next, we go to the Game slide. We click Spin and start to see how the spinning function works. We click on Game 7 and wait for the game to be created. We exit presentation mode and see that a game slide has been created. An important point, games must be created while in presentation mode. I exit presentation mode so you can see, but you don't need to exit. You can simply press Next to go to the game. We switch to presentation mode and press Next to enter the game. The 7th game is a text-based Hangman game. Finally, we return to the first slide and exit presentation mode. Now, back to Excel. In the PowerPoint settings section, we had said there are 2 presentation modes for the games. Public, which we already explained. And now private, which we'll explain next. Click Clear to remove previous data, and then click Private for any student. In the first slide, select how students will be chosen. Via boxes or a spinner. In spinner mode, you must have at least 5 students, otherwise, use boxes. Assign 1 game to each student. Just note that you cannot assign 2 different games to the same student. Doing so will result in an error. However, you can assign the same game to multiple students. Close the form and exit Excel. Go to PowerPoint and click Crossword. Wait a moment. You'll see a slide created. Run the presentation. You'll see a spinner divided into 7 parts, 1 for each student who has been assigned a game. Click Spin and start. Sarah is selected. Click her name and wait for her game to be created. Click Next. You'll enter the game we assigned to Sarah, Game 2. The second game is an easy crossword game in text-based type. Finally, we return to the first slide and exit presentation mode. Now, back to Excel. Now let's test the box selection method. Click on one of the rows and select Box. When you click Edit, a message appears. Choose Yes to change student selection to boxes. Close the form and go to PowerPoint. Click Crossword and wait for it to load. After the slide is created, you'll see shells representing the boxes. There are 7 shells, matching the 7 students. Each shell contains a student's name in the same order as in Excel. Run the slideshow and click on the 7th shell. Danny appears. Click his name and wait for the slide to generate. You'll enter the game we assigned to Danny, Game 8. The 8th game is a Hangman game in text picture type. In this game, we enter the word chair and you can see that with one mistake, a part of the hangman appeared here. At the end of the game, a reward button appears at the bottom of the screen. We click on the reward button and go to the reward slide. We select the third box. The student earns money. We go to the main slide and exit the presentation mode. Here, you can see that 2 slides, Game and Reward during the game, have been created. Returning to Excel, in the PowerPoint settings section, you can see that the game has been assigned to Game 8. Going to the Games section, you can see that Game 8 is a Hangman game in text picture type. Here, I tried to explain to you how the game is played. If you're interested in collaborating or have any questions, feel free to contact me via email. So if you're looking for creative, engaging, and budget-friendly teaching ideas, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any new videos.